Hi, my name is Juan Pablo Fimbres Macias, and I had the opportunity to be one of the 22 participants of the AirX One Health workshop that took place in California in 2021. In order to attend, the organizers granted me with a scholarship that supports diversity, equity, and inclusion, helping me to cover part of the registration fees. And now I'm going to tell you my experience. And spoiler alert, it was amazing.
But first, I'm going to tell you a little bit about me. I'm from Mexico, where I studied veterinary medicine and then a master's degree in animal science. My interest and background were related to wildlife management and ecology, but in the end, as a vet, I wanted to merge this knowledge with diseases.
Currently, I'm studying a PhD in biomedical sciences in Texas A&M University, and I'm part of the Hammer Lab, where we do research on zoonotic diseases, wildlife diseases, and vector-borne diseases. Once I graduate, I would like to go back to Mexico and become a professor and researcher.
Which is precisely why I was interested in the AirX One Health workshop. I wanted to gain a deep insight of this approach, learn from experts, and at the same time connect with other young fellows that are as well initiating their path in One Health. First of all, this happened during the pandemic, but thanks to the effort of the organizers and instructors, everything went perfect. After our second COVID negative test, we were basically in a bubble, interacting only with members of the course. And maybe that was the first challenge, being again in a classroom after more than a year, and it was really cool. We all missed it. One Health is an initiative that recognizes the interconnection between people, animals, and the environment. And this approach involves several stakeholders, including federal government, local authorities, private sector, universities, non-governmental organizations, and of course, local communities, just to mention a few. And sometimes these stakeholders lack the willing or the capacity to play their role. And that, for us as the torch holders, is one of the biggest challenges. Being able to communicate and engage with all the different participants. And that does not always turn out well. Imagine a meeting discussing about wolves naturally coming back to California. Some of the stakeholders will include animal rights activists, farmers, and federal and local authorities. The following footage is a representation, and it does not represent the opinion of people in it.
Founded on hunting and eating animals. Bastards, go back from whence you came from.
We as the USDA would like to open our court to everybody.
I'm out of this. Better take your plans and stuff it, especially you government.
The course changed my perception of One Health. My way of seeing it was pretty basic and maybe too narrow. Just thinking about a pathogen and if it can infect humans or animals and how. Since the course was based in California, they showed us how we can implement the One Health approach in a variety of scenarios. For example, how this big colony of bats living under a bridge benefits the farmer, who does not need to use pesticides for their crops, since the bats take care of some of the pest insects. Or how, in some abandoned mines, the mercury waste used to extract gold is still found in the food chain. Or when we think about agriculture, we may think about food-borne diseases and the use of pesticides. But what about the health of the workers, who most of the times are living in undeserved conditions and whose health status could improve significantly with something as basic as better housing and water conditions? And well, those were just a few examples, but there are many, many more. All I have left is say thanks to all the organizers and participants. Until next time.